Greetings, my loyal fans. I am Tekking101, and are you ready for Mail Time, episode number 9? Why am I talking like this? I don't know. I just really got into the groove of talking like this overly dramatic narrator for a movie trailer, and I can't stop for some reason. So let's get right to it, shall we? We have a lot of packages. Now, before we get to the actual, new stuff, I have to address one thing that I received quite a long time ago from a fan of mine. Jospeh sent me this. This is a box. There's nothing in the box. He didn't send me just the box, though. He sent me a new graphics card for my new PC. He was actually the... Okay, damn it, I was going to try to keep that up for as long as I could, and I'm starting to already kind of hurt my voice. I don't know. Okay, anyway, reset. Yeah, so this was sent to me by Jospeh. So, back... like 2 months ago, I was, probably closer to 3 months now, I was looking for a new computer, because my old one was kind of on its last leg. I've had it for about 3 or 4 years at that point, and it lasted me a long time through all my videos, but it was time to get a new one. I don't know a lot about computers, so I thought, I asked my fans for advice on what I should buy, and he works in IT, so he gave me some advice on which one to buy, so I followed his recommendation. I bought this one. This is an Acer, and I love it to death. It's working perfectly for what I needed to, and in addition to that, he also sent me a graphics card he had, just to make sure that it lasted a little bit longer, and it's been a great help too. But yeah, he sent it to me, and I guess I just didn't, because I was using it for my computer, I guess I just didn't click to put it in a mail video. But yeah, he did send it to me. It was a massive help, and I don't know how usually these go for, these graphics cards, how much they go for, so I mean, he sent it to me absolutely free, so I gotta thank him once again. Thank you, Joe, you're a big help. He also helped me out back when I was doing the Stern Ritter contest, the Quincy Alphabet contest back last year. He helped me, sort through a lot of the different, he helped like with questions and answers, and I believe he was one of the persons that helped me sort through the winners to kind of narrow them all down, so I gotta thank him for that again. Also, for those of you who remember that contest, I am going to be doing the honorable mentions. It's going to be like a live stream. It's not going to be like an actual video, just because I got so many honorable mentions, and I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do it yet. I might just do a live stream where I just go down the list, because I have obviously a shit ton of entries. But yeah, I'm just going to go through them, and it might be a series of live streams. It might not even be like, even with like a 3-hour live stream, I might not be able to get to all of them just because of how many. I received over 500 entries. I only picked 26 as the winners, so there's still, I mean, even like doubling that for like 40 honorable mentions, it would still take a long time to explain. But anyway, so gotta thank him for that. Alright, moving on to the actual new mail that we got. I don't even know where to start. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. I've been kind of neglecting this pile for a while. I apologize. I was sick for a little bit there at the beginning of the month. Okay, first let's just start with this. I got this one yesterday. Oh wait, no, is this what? Okay, wait, this one I got yesterday. This one, okay, they look similar. All right, so this one is, okay, that's what this is. This is a letter and 2 stickers. Not stickers, but 2 images. I'll show you here in a second. All right, so this is from Stephanie. Tekking, I know this is late, but I have been super busy with college. Anyway, I would like to thank you for allowing me to use some of your questions from my Ultimate Bleach quiz for my panel. Yes, this young lady, she was going to an anime convention, I believe in Ohio. That's where she's from. And she sent me a message like, I'm doing this panel. I guess it was Bleach related or some such. And she wanted to use some of the questions from my Ultimate Bleach quiz video in the panel. So I said, sure, she could go ahead. And of course, apparently it was a rip-roaring success, apparently. The Kenpachi in the crowd was the most ecstatic. I don't know how I would have been any better without your questions. The stickers enclosed are a small token of my appreciation. Are they stickers? I didn't know they were stickers. So we have this first one that looks like, I don't know what this character is, kind of looks like the chick from Sora no Otishimono. I don't know if this is a sticker or not. It looks just like, I don't want to mess with it. It looks just like a, oh wait. Okay, no, it's a sticker. It's a sticker. I just didn't want to bend it. And then we have Ukiura here in his ripping his shirt off scene, which there's a lot of fan art of this image. I don't think you ever see this image in the actual series where his shirt is just ripped off. That might have happened after he got hit with Ichigo's Getsuga the first time they fought, but the second time they fought, I mean, but I don't know if, that's canon or not. I can't wait to see what other awesome things you come up with in your future career and are extremely talented and never fail to make me laugh. Well, thank you. Thank you for the work that you put into your reviews and making toast. Without that show, my toasting abilities would not be as sophisticated as they are today. Should have gone Bonkai, Stephanie. I don't really thank you, but I don't really give a lot of tips on how to make that. If you're using the toast videos as a springboard for actual culinary advancements, you might want to double check, you know, how you make things, because yeah, I pull a lot of the stuff for that series right out of my ass, essentially, but it's going places. All right, this next one is from Teresa from Albuquerque, New Mexico. This sounds familiar. I think I got something from Albuquerque last time because I made a reference to Walter White, I remember. Oh wait, I think I already did this. I'm fairly certain I already did this one. Yeah, this is the one with the Grimmjow Ichigo image. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already showed this. All right. Yeah, go back and watch the last mail video for that. I guess I must have just included it. I have a big pile over there. In fact, I have a pseudo filing system for all these things, but I'm starting to get behind in that even. All right, so what's this one? Now I'm kind of curious which one has already been covered. All right, okay, this is a Bleach trivia questionnaire. This is like another quiz. I can't remember if I covered this last time. I don't remember. It's Chosen Yi, which is, he appears on my live streams a lot. He was in my live stream yesterday, actually. Hey, Tekking, I've been a fan of yours ever since early 2014, and I've always wanted to send you fan mail, and I saw that you did that Bleach quiz. I thought I'd make one and send it to you. Hope you enjoy it, my friend. Funny story, after I made that video, I've gotten a lot of quizzes. I've gotten a lot of quizzes. You guys are awesome coming up with these. But I got a shit ton, man. I got a crazy amount. Oh, man. So I don't know. I feel like you know what? I think I'm just gonna make a third video. I have to, because of all the different quizzes I got. I got a Yu-Gi-Oh quiz from somebody. I got at least 3 Bleach quizzes to go through. I should really just make another video in that series for that, because I don't want to take up too much time here. And I wasn't even planning on making that a series. It just kind of happened, so I guess I'm doing that now. But okay, so that's that. And now we're down to 2 here. This one, oh no, that was that one. Okay, this one. Oh, I have to mention one thing before we get into this one. This is like, they crammed all this into this. A nice Batman stamp, though. That was pretty cool. I believe it was one of these, and hold on. This one I know for certain, but it was also this one. One of them. I don't know. Anyway, I got 2 letters in the mail that did not have postage on them, this one being one of them. This is postage that my post office had to add. I don't know how postage works in some parts of the world, but in America anyway, first off, if you don't put postage, like getting a stamp or getting the proper stuff to send the mail, there's no guarantee I'll even get it. Normally, if you don't add postage, it'll just, you know, as soon as you mail it, within, like, after it reaches its first location, it'll just be like, oh, this doesn't have postage, send it back to the person who sent it. The only reason I was able to get this is because there was no return address. So, you know, there was no return address in this and no postage, but there was really nothing else they could have done with it, so they just sent it to me, and I had to pay for the postage for this one and that one as well. Another letter in there. Now, I'm not complaining like I had to spend a lot of money, because it really wasn't. It was only like it was only like 50 cents for the letter. For this one, it was like $3. My point is, if you want to send me, like, if I ever get something really big in the mail, like a box, like the sword or something, and there's no postage, I'm going to end up having to pay, like, a lot of money for postage, and I shouldn't have to. That should be something that, you know, the sender adds, obviously. So just, you know, just a little notification if you're sending something, just ask the post office person, you know, how much this will cost for postage, and yeah, that's what you're supposed to do there. But anyway, as for this, we got a shit ton of stuff in here. First off, we got a card. Thanks a lot, and there's a little fox here, so okay. What you did was so nice, just like you. Thanks for your Bleach reviews. Stop cussing bad language. Yeah, that sounds like my mom there. Congratulations, though. You are the 3rd person to ever bring that up. You're the 3rd person I've ever known. That this includes my family, my friends, and all my fans on YouTube to ever bring up the cursing thing, because I think it's just a thing. Like, a funny story. Back in the day of YouTube, like back when YouTube first started coming out, like 2006 to like 2009, 10, that was actually a breach of the community guidelines. If you were to say, like, fuck or something like that, you could get your video taken down for that. And I believe now it still is kind of like, because you can still get community guideline strikes, you know, if you show, like, if you showed, like, nudity or something like that. And I believe if you just go on, like, a massive tirade, I think I don't know for this for certain, but I think there was one reviewer a while back. It might have been King of Lightning. I can't exactly remember who made a video and they cursed a lot, and I think it got flagged for a community guidelines strike. I don't remember if it was him, though. Don't quote me on that. And even so, this was a long time ago. But yeah, I guess it can still happen, but there's a bunch of YouTubers I know that, you know, curse in just like long strings of just absolute profanity, and then nothing comes of it. But yeah, you're the third person to bring that up. None of my other fans ever bring up, like, hey, you should stop cussing. It was just the other two, by the way, in case you were curious, were just my mom and my dad. But yeah, that's interesting. So now we have all the stuff that they sent. Hold on, this is Arthur, so it's a guy. Alright, what do we have here? We got some drawings. Okay. And we got some letters. This is... Alright. That one's like ripped. Like purposely ripped. Okay, that's something. Alright, I don't know what order to read these in, but I'll go with it. See, there's like, yeah. And this one's just like a regular, okay. I'm just going to read this. Okay. Dear Lord Tekking101, I tried to get my message to you early, but got delayed. I would like to thank you and would love if you would talk about all that I have wrote to you. Alright, well, I guess I'll read this. Note, I got this to you now is that I just graduated high school. Am looking for a job, my next chapter of my life. Please stay, thanks. And there's certain words underneath that are underlined. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, that's a cipher. That's a cipher. Jack Reacher, never go back. Alright. If you read this, I was in a rush to go home. Okay, I'm reading this, so I guess you were in a rush to go home. I have to decipher this later. Dear Lord Tekking, I must tell you I know what Ichigo's Bankai is. A scythe. Because he's a Quincy, they use bows that look like a crescent moon with a string, so I have a list of manga anime I found that I won't... That was an odd transition there. By the way, Ichigo's Bankai is a scythe. By the way, here's a list of anime I found I want you to talk about. It said won't you. I want you to talk about. Alright, Code Lyoko, High School DxD, Kaicho no wa Maid-sama, New Koduke, Akami ga Kill, and Sword Art Online. Okay, well, Code Lyoko, I remember watching that as a kid. That was actually a French, I don't think it was an anime, it was a French creation, and yeah, that was on Maguzi back when I was like a little kid. I remember coming home from school and watching that. Watched a couple episodes in my anime club last year. I liked the show, but the plot was very repetitive, and by repetitive I mean there was a plot that even involved time travel. The basic plot of Code Lyoko was, at least in the first season, I know it extended beyond that, but I only really watched the first season, was there was a group of kids, and I'm going off my memory here, so this was probably explained at one point. There's a group of kids that attend this boarding school, and for some inexplicit reason, they have access to this like virtual reality world, like basically like Sword Art Online, where they can put themselves in there, and it's cool because, you know, the animation is like normal when they're outside, but when they go into the world, they're like 3D models, so that's kind of cool. I don't think it was ever explained, though, because, like, the building that they're in, it's like this old warehouse, where all this, like, in the basement of this warehouse, there's all this, like, massive amounts of technology, like, equipment and stuff, where they can beam themselves into this game world, and I don't believe it was ever explained, you know, where did this technology come from? Who invented this? And there was this really smart kid, the one that was actually in charge of doing all this, so I can't remember if he built it or not. Well, anyway, there was this virus, and the virus was like the enemy, and it was keeping this girl inside of the virtual reality world, and the goal of the first season was to defeat this virus and rescue this girl. And that's all I can really remember about it. And I also remember that the virus could send its minions into our world, and it was like they spawned in like different kinds of like animals and insects that would like appear out of like the ground and attack people and shit. And you know, and I remember the weirdest thing was at the end of every episode, you know, they would defeat the virus and shit, and the kids would be attacked by like these creatures, and of course they would be scarred, like, oh my god, what the fuck was that? Well, at the end of every episode, the kid would just like push a button on his keyboard, and that would just set a time loop that would, everything would reset. So I'm okay with pretty much everything in that episode, everything in the show I'm cool with. You know, okay, there's this kid that's a supercomputer genius. Okay, we've seen that before. There's this virtual reality world. Okay, That's fine. I can believe that that exists. Why it's only accessible by a bunch of teenagers, whatever, but I can believe that exists. There's this evil sentient virus that can send its minions into our world. I'm like, okay, if we can go into their world, they can come into ours. That's not a big deal to understand. But just that the kid has the fucking ability to push a button on his keyboard and set a fucking time loop, perverting the laws of, like, the universe. Just so, you know, oh, well, we can't have anyone knowing that we exist. We can't have anyone knowing that this virus exists. Time loop! I'm like, time reset! I'm like, oh, God, that is horror. That's like, that's bad story writing right there, that they couldn't come up with an idea, so they just like, oh, let's just have him the ability to reverse fucking time. You know, that's not a problem. Alright, yeah, so that's my rant on Code Lyoko. High School DxD, I just started watching it. I'm not up to Born yet. I'm only up to, like, episode 6 or 7. I'm liking it. The animation is phenomenal. Lots of boobs. I like that shit. Yeah, so I'm currently watching that. I had never seen Kaichio wa Maid-sama or New Kodoke. I have a video about Akame ga Kiru on my channel. Go watch that. And I like Sword Art Online. I've mentioned multiple times. I don't think I have a video on it, but I've mentioned it multiple times. I like Sword Art. It's one of my favorite series. I have, right here on my desktop, I have Kirito's GGGO avatar as my, wallpaper there. So I'm a huge fan of Sword Art. Okay, so, and I was actually going to cosplay as Kirito when I went to TekkoCon last, not last month, in April. And the problem I didn't go is just because I didn't have enough money to pay for the entire outfit, because, of course, you know, I wanted to go realistic. I wanted to get the jacket, the pants, the boots, and the sword, and probably all of that stuff, if you add it all up, it would probably cost close to $300. You know, probably like 70 or 80 for the jacket, at least 100 for the sword, even more if I wanted both swords, if I wanted Dark Repulsor and Elucidator, and the boots would be like another 50, 60. So it would be very expensive to go realistic with it. However, I'm glad that I didn't go as Kirito, because there were so many Kiritos at that convention. There was a GGO Kirito, there was 2 Kiritos in his Aincrad outfit, and there was one from his, he was in Aincrad, but it was his Blood Rune outfit, the white and red one. And I thought that was pretty kick-ass that you went to the extra mile and wore that one, because that's the one not a lot of people would recognize. But pretty cool convention. I'm just glad I dodged the bullet there, because there was so many damn Kiritos. But anyway, here are the pictures that Arthur sent. They kind of look like, anyone know what the rickshaw test is? The rickshaw test is that test where it's like an ink blot, and you look at it, and it doesn't really look like, it's not designed to look like anything, it's just an ink blot. But the point is, you look at it, and it's supposed to tell you stuff about your psyche. So it's like, what do you look here? I see a skull. Oh, okay, well, that's scary. But that's a pretty cool image there. This is, I think this is, yeah, this is the fairy tale emblem here. I'm not sure exactly the process. I'm guessing you just drew this in marker on a paper and then scanned it in. I'm guessing it's a cool effect, though. I'm not sure what this is. This looks like an egg, but I'm not sure which way I'm supposed to hold this up. It looks like an egg and like a machete about to cut open the egg. I'm not sure what that is. Like a digi-egg or something? I'm not sure. And the last one here, that is the, that's the symbol, that's the virus symbol from Code Lyoko. Once again, I'm not sure what the virus is called. I could just look it up. It's probably like Xenex or something. It's always like a ZX-ish name for stuff like that. But anyway, cool stuff, Arthur. And now our last thing, because this video's been getting a little bit long here. This is the thing without the postage. This was sent by, I actually don't know. Oh yeah, he sent me the, he put his name in the message. This was sent by, I think, was this Ayub? Yeah, Ayub. A-Y-U-B. I always mispronounce your name, I'm sorry. Dear Tekking, it's Ayub. The same person who sent you that One Piece keychain. Oh yeah, that. Actually, it broke. I still have the keychain itself, but the key part broke, so I actually have to fix that. But anyway, since I could find you were a secret fanboy of One Piece due to recent videos. Ha! You don't even know the half of it. I have another series I'm thinking of in my head right now about that. It might actually, like, it's me basically inventing another character that is like the ultimate One Piece fanboy and then doing a series about him. I'm not going to reveal too much because I'm actually really excited about this, but yeah. Anyway, I thought you'd send this wallet for display or whatever, and since you were Bleach, I drew you a picture of Stark. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I like One Piece, so you send me a One Piece wallet and you send me a picture of Coyote Stark. Really good one too. I have to kind of angle it for the lights, but really good drawing of Stark there. Pretty damn cool. He gives that look like, oh god, I can't believe I'm dead. The fuck's going on, man? Can you not see how awesome I am? I deserve to be alive! Anyway, this is the wallet he sent. This is a One Piece wallet, obviously. A little bit big for me to keep on my person, but I could just keep it on display or something like that. And if I ever travel, maybe this would be a good for like traveling wallet, but not just like I couldn't keep it in like my pocket. It's too big for that. But it's cool because it has Luffy's like updated bounty on it from the time skip, 400 million, which I don't think we've actually seen. Correct me, we probably have, but I can't remember just like expressly seeing Luffy's new bounty poster with his 400 million posting on it. I can't remember to see that. It probably was seen at one point though. But anyway, pretty cool wallet that obviously costed some amount of money there. He also sent me a Yu-Gi-Oh card and a Sheen's Chancellor. Already have at least 2 copies of this, but he's a pretty solid card, really good effect. It's always handy to have him in my deck. All right, so that is everything, I believe. That is a lot of stuff. I got to remember to, I got a bunch of little things this time. That's what really got it up, because every time I get a letter in the mail, I just kind of like open it and put it in a pile and be like, okay, that's just a letter. I'll wait until I get at least a package or something. But this time I got all these letters, and then I didn't get a package till the very end. I'm thinking, oh, okay, maybe I should set a limit to when I need to make the video. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Fan mail link is, of course, up here if you want to send me some. Thank you for watching. Tekking, signing out.